printed some t-shirts a few months ago, like this one. I don't know if you can see the graphic there. And this graphic is generated by AI. I printed 4 t-shirts and I gifted them away. So I thought I'd make some more so I can gift them away for people, you know, birthdays and stuff. But this time I bought light t-shirts, light gray t-shirts, heat transfer paper for light color t-shirts or white t-shirts. And I also have a cutter here because I also made some bookmarks that I want to cut up. I'm not sponsored by any of this stuff that I'm showing you here. I'm just showing you because I think there are people out there who want to know how to do this. So I printed 4 t-shirts last time. This time I also have 4 t-shirts, 3 light gray t-shirts and 1 black gray t-shirt. Or black gray, 1 black t-shirt, sorry about that. So yeah, it's almost 12 a.m. and I might say stuff that make no sense. Let's see if I can open this. Ah, there we go. Yes. I've never used the cutter like this, so it shouldn't be too hard to use. I need to force open this thing. Oh, I can just take off the button. Well, I guess that's one way. This is a nice cutter. So it comes with a blade. It doesn't come with extra blades, right? Because I don't want to step on blades. Oh, this is nice. And I can open it like this. It didn't cut it through. Bruh. Oh, I need to push down on it. I didn't know that. You know what? I'm just gonna cut the second one. Because I need to push down. Oh, this is perfect. I just need practice with this thing. Down on that. Nice. Bookmarks. These are just tests. Fucking good. Look at that. Gifts. Okay, that's working. Let's put it aside because the video is about printing t-shirts. I'm moving on my PC so I can show you how I deal with AI generated images and how I put them on an A4 background and, you know, do a little bit of graphic. I'm just trying to show you some tricks that you can use when you want to print t-shirts, or if you want to print any graphic, or if you want to print AI generated graphic, then you can use this method. So let's move on my PC. So let me show you how I deal with AI generated graphics on my PC. So I just import them in GIMP. GIMP is a free software. I am not sponsored by any software I am showing you in this video. You go into GIMP, you can download GIMP, you just Google GIMP, download it, install it. If you want to use GIMP, if you have Photoshop, you can use Photoshop. GIMP is very similar to Photoshop, but it's free to use. And it has a lot of cool features that Photoshop doesn't have, and vice versa. Anyway, I generated some graphics with AI. If you want me to make a video how to generate graphics with AI, I can make a video on that. Write it down in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I go live or I upload content. So this is how I set up my graphics that I generated with AI. If you want a transparent background, just click on advanced options here, and background color or foreground color, you have an options. Fill with transparency. I'm just gonna use transparency, and then I can go file, open as layers, and I'm just gonna open this graphic. Now I want this with a transparent background, and I'm gonna show you how you can cut this butterfly out in a very fast way. You have this fuzzy select tool right here. If you select that and you click on the outer area, but before you do that, what I like to do is create a duplicate. I just right clicked on that layer and hide this layer, clicking on this eye icon that hides the layer. You see, this layer doesn't have an alpha channel. You need an alpha channel in order to cut the background out of this graphic. Here's the option, add alpha channel, and make sure your fuzzy select tool is selected. You click on the outside part of the image, and there you go. If I just zoom onto this, I'm holding down control, right control on my keyboard, scrolling the mouse wheel, you see. And I just like to zoom in to see what parts it's selected from the graphic, and I am satisfied with this selection right now. So now that the graphic is selected, once left click on the outer part of the graphic and you just press delete, I can see some parts left here, like between the antenna. And I don't know if I'm saying that right. Deselect this so I can press select and none, and then I'm just gonna click in this part here and then press delete, deleted that part. If you want to get rid of the selection itself, you can just press Ctrl Shift A, or you can come here to select and none. I can delete this part out here, Ctrl Shift A, this part right here, and delete, and Ctrl Shift A. I'm using space to move this thing around, and now I need to center this. I'm kind of satisfied how that turned out. Now I'm just gonna do some things to this graphic. I will leave these gray parts here because the t-shirts I'm going to print this on is going to be gray. I want to try heat transfer paper for light colored t-shirts on a black t-shirt, so let's see how that handles it. I also want to see how my printer, because I bought a printer specifically for this, can it print it out in a good quality, bad quality. Watch some tutorials before I started recording. They said I should print these papers out as plain paper. I don't know how that will turn out. I don't really think that's the best quality. I'm just going to size this up a little bit, so resize this. I'm gonna go to this tool, Unified Transform tool. Let's zoom out, and then just gonna scale it up a little bit, and I will do this with every single graphic. I can align it to the center. I'm selecting the base layer, click on the image, and if I click on this and then that, it will center my image, but it didn't really center it that well because now the wing of the butterfly is out. So I'm just gonna go back to the move tool, left click on the graphic itself. It's not enough to select the layer, and now I can move it with arrow keys. So you see that's pretty close to the edge right there, and that's pretty close to the edge. So I'm just gonna save that. Before I export it, I'm going to bump up the colors, not curves but saturation. So I'm just gonna bring the saturation up. Yeah, that looks a lot better. 1.5 is good. I'm satisfied with that. Just press OK. Export as butterfly PNG. Export, and I'm not going to give it any compression level. If you save something in PNG, make sure you bring down the compression level, because if you bring it up, it's going to compress the file even more. It's going to have lower quality. So you need to lower the compression level to 0. You have to select save color values for from transparent pixels, and then press export. I'm gonna do the same thing to all the graphics, so I have to select 3 more graphics. I can just bring in a new graphic as a layer. The second one is gonna be an owl. I want to use this nice snow owl, and not too bright colors. It just looks nice and I like it. So I can just delete these, pushing that button, and delete that too. So let's go to the fuzzy selector. We'll do the same thing again. I need to turn on my printer, set it up, and start printing out these images on the heat transfer paper. So let's get to that. You got your iron, make sure that it has no water in it. Set it to cotton, steam option off, so make sure steam option is off. It doesn't give off any steam. This is gonna secure the graphic that is going to be on the t-shirt. So this is going to be inside the t-shirt, and it's going to be like support from below. Graphic I'm going to iron is right here. It might be a bit faded because I printed it out as plain paper, but I printed out another graphic. This is gonna go on a black t-shirt, and I printed it out as a glossy photo paper. It has a lot better quality. You can see it's not as faded as the owl. First, I'm going to cut the corners off of this. So I need to apply it on my t-shirt face down. I want to pull this t-shirt out without pulling the others, but it seems that's not gonna happen. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this graphic inside the t-shirt. So I need to open this up. Yeah, again, make sure that the iron doesn't have any water in it. It's already heated up. I'm just gonna iron the t-shirt out flat. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna cut around the graphic. Okay, let's go. Now I just need to wait till it cools down. I forgot to record the whole process, which is amazing of me. I ironed the paper once, started peeling it, and the graphic did not stick to the t-shirt. And I ironed it again, and then it stuck nicely. Now I put grease paper on it. I'm waiting for it to cool down. And then I'm peeling the grease paper off, and you will see how great it turned out. You can already see it through the grease paper. I left a transparent background behind this owl, and the printer printed it with a transparent background. So that's amazing because I get the colors of the t-shirts around the owl. It kind of looks like this t-shirt was made with the owl on it. In the instructions it says to iron it for 60 seconds. It's not enough. Now I will try the same paper on a black t-shirt. Let's see how that turns out. Grease paper secures the graphic. So yeah. Oh my god, look at that. That is the best looking t-shirt I ever had. Look at this shit. Oh my god. That's looking cool. It's an AI generated image. The graphic is not peeling off anywhere. And this is also washable. This is amazing. Look at this. Ah. Man, I am so proud of this. I am so freaking proud. Wow. Turned out pretty good. But if this turns out good, and if my logic is good, put this paper in here. That should be enough. Let's peel it off. Let's see what happens. And nope. That is not visible. I can see something, but there's a reason you need to use a dark paper for dark colored t-shirts, because that's nothing. We learned that, but at least we got this. Look at that. Look at that beauty. That is as far as we go with this video. If you like this video, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You will find links to my socials in the description box under this video. And I'll see you in the next episode. Tshirt out.